Hello there YouTube, Michael Bowers once again, yeah. I know, now I've got a different video camera and these reviews might be a bit weird at first, but I'm going to try and see and get used to using this camera. Anyway, now you know you haven't seen me for over a week now, and the reason being so was because I was away in Manchester with my family for a week. However, this review is quite a bit different to what I usually do, and it's not of a movie, well it is so to speak. Well, I went to go, luckily, Odeon Cinema in the UK, Manchester, has an IMAX screen. Okay? And what I did was, I saw two movies in IMAX mode. First, I saw Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince in IMAX 3D. Then, I saw Transformers Revenge of the Fallen on an IMAX mode. And this review is like an IMAX review, comparing the two of them, as I know a lot of people might be asking, well, which one was better? Ooh, what was great about which and what was bad? So, this review will probably deliver that, I'm hoping. But I fancy doing it anyway, because it's something a little bit different. Okay, so first I went to see Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Now if you remember in my review, I gave it 3.5 stars out of 5, because I felt while it was a good movie, it was also massively disappointing at the same time. And, you know, it said select scenes in IMAX 3D, and I thought, that's going to be quite weird, putting a Harry Potter film on IMAX mode. And I have to say, I'm still sticking by my original opinion now that I've seen the movie in IMAX. Really, put it this way, you might as well go and buy a ticket for an order. I'm not advising you to do this because it's illegal, but, you know, well, I think it is anyway. The best thing I might as well have just gone buy a ticket for an ordinary showing, while the trailers were on, sneak in to see the IMAX 3D parts, come back for the original movie, and then just watch it from there, and I won't have missed anything in IMAX mode. Really, in IMAX 3D, they're only the first 12 to 15 minutes are in IMAX 3D. After that, with the exception of actually being on an 8-foot story screen, but apart from that, nothing. There was no IMAX scenes whatsoever. So, really, sorry Harry Potter, you didn't work out on an IMAX screen. It was kind of, I mean, the movie was disappointing enough, and the IMAX mode just made it even more disappointing. I did enjoy it a little bit more the second time though, going into it with an open mind, saying, well, it could be great, it could be bad. And it was kind of bad, actually. I mean, the first 12 minutes are really spectacular, they're fantastic. You know, I mean, honestly, it was... Well, honestly, it was quite good to see the IMAX 3D stuff at the start. It was incredible. I mean, even Anthony at one point was nearly feeling sick, but because it's kind of moving in some ways. But after that, it's really the remainder of the film is just, if it wasn't for it being on a big screen, you were just watching paying extra to watch an ordinary showing, with the start of which being IMAX 3D. So, yeah. So, out of 10 for the IMAX, I'm just going to rate the IMAX out of 10. Out of 10 for Harry Potter and Half-Blood Prince and IMAX, I'd have to say a 4 or a 5. Actually a 4. No, 5. 5. 5 out of 10 for it was okay, but it could have been way better. It was just acceptable. It wasn't anything like mind-blowing or anything. So yeah, that was kind of a disappointment there, right then and there. So that's for Harry Potter and Half-Blood Prince IMAX 3D experience. Now, a couple of days afterwards, I saw Transformers Revenge of the Fallen on IMAX. Now, I previously had seen this movie twice. When I did my review, I had prior to that seen it twice. And I gave it 4.5 stars because I still think it's the best movie of 2009 so far. And I don't know why people are bashing on it, you know, because it clearly... And after watching this film in IMAX, before I tell you what I thought of the IMAX, I actually found the plot a bit more clearer this time. When you see it, I think some films you figure out the plot over the course of a few viewings. But I really love Transformers 2. Now, get into the fun part. The IMAX on it was spectacular. The IMAX on it was fantastic. Admittedly, yes, there could have been a few more IMAX scenes, but still, the IMAX on it was incredibly spectacular. And the fight scenes in Transformers 2 were fantastically done, particularly the woods scene and the final scene. You really look like you're there, and also the quality and the sound system was amazing. It was. You know, honestly, I had a fun time with this movie, and especially in the IMAX version, it felt like 1.5 hours. It felt like 2.5 hours gone over like that, basically. And I was really impressed with the IMAX version of it. So overall, out of 10 for Transformers 2, I'm going to give the IMAX version 9 out of 10. Though there could have been a few more IMAX scenes, it was way better than Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I'm sorry. Transformers 2, you've just kicked Harry Potter 6 out the window in IMAX for me. So overall, I'm going to end the video. I know this might be a bit of a short video, but there's not much more I can say other than I think put it this way, for me, Harry Potter, with the exception of the first 12 minutes, after that, it kind of just felt like a 2D film on an IMAX screen. An ordinary film, no IMAX scenes whatsoever, no 3D. Is it worth seeing it for the first 12 minutes? No, not really. It isn't. I really do not think it is worth seeing for just the first 12 minutes. So my advice to you, just go to the ordinary showing. You'll probably like the film better that way. I don't know, it's up to you. If you want to go, go. But I would kind of avoid it. Transformers 2, I strongly advise you to go and see it in IMAX. I really recommend it. Though it does have just a few IMAX sequences. When you see them, I thought they were spectacular. Outstanding even. Not quite a 10 out of 10 because it could have been a few more IMAX scenes. But hey, I saw The Dark Knight last year. That was great in IMAX. This is on a par. Dark Knight and Transformers 2 were two spectacular films in IMAX. And I definitely recommend Transformers 2 before it hits DVD. So yeah, so again, you know, this camera may look weird, but I need to get used to using it. So anyway, so until next time, YouTube, Michael Bowers. Until I do another movie review, I'm signing out. And also, I might be doing reviews of the first 3 Final Destination movies in a build-up to the release of the 4th one, which I hope to see. But that's like another video, I suppose. So until next time, YouTube, Michael Bowers here, signing off.